You got any good, you got my money stories. So, as many of you know, I have a lot of stories to tell. Anyway, so I went on Facebook the other day, and occasionally, I go check in and see what's up with some people. And I checked in on a dude who I hadn't talked to in a long time, who was a very good friend of mine. And then at one point he disappeared. Coincidentally, his disappearance happened immediately after borrowing some money from me and then asking me for my account number so he could pay me back the money. And then I never saw the money again. I never heard from him again. And then many years later, he popped up on the Facebook Messenger, and we had a little back and forth, and I said, it's been a long time. And he said, yeah, I've been through a lot of changes or something. And I said, yeah, you've been through those changes with my money. And the dude said, I can't believe that you would think the reason that you hadn't heard from me was the money. If you must know, I have given my life to Christ. And I'm sitting there like, well, did you give him my money? Right? Like, what about finding Christ made you think that you ain't need to give me that $200? Now, you got to understand, in that intervening time period, I had lost jobs. I had missed bills. I'd been through some things. There were some times I needed that $200. I damn sure had been to the corn store in between when he disappeared with my money and when I finally talked to him. So he told me that, and I was just like, okay, whatever, right? Man, I looked up on Facebook the other day. He just lost it, man. He just lost it. Like, he's so down on the Muslims, it's ridiculous. It's like terribly absurd. Like, I don't know. I was just like, whoa. But it got me thinking, boy, man, when somebody got your money, like, I've completely changed my approach on letting people hold money for whatever reason. Maybe you get it back. Maybe you don't. I ain't pressing. Because it just ain't happening. But man, when it get real about that money, well, I do have this one. There's one dude, he had got my girlfriend at the time for some money, like $10 or something like that, and she needed the money. And she was cool with one of my homeboys, and I called my homeboy, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? He said, da-da-da, yeah, and all this stuff. I said, cool, man, y'all got our money? And he's like, oh, man, he said something. I was like, yo, look here. You my man, so I can tell you this. Either y'all gonna give her that money, or we about to come down there and we about to get that money. And so I called one of my homeboys, because I could tell these cats wasn't gonna pay my girl back. So I called that dude, I called my boy, and I was like, hey, man, I might need your help to go get some money back. And his response was, don't say nothing else. Just come pick me up, and we'll figure out the rest. And I was like, ooh, you know, I don't think that I can take this guy down there using that approach. Like, I called the right guy, but he was the wrong guy. I tell you, the best you got my buddy I've ever seen, though. I'll never forget in high school with some dude. This dude I went to high school with, he was a real cool dude. He was always about that fighting. And he got mad because some little dude, like he was in 12th grade, and some little dude in the 9th grade called his house collect, trying to holler at his sister. Because where I went to school, like half the district was in one area code and the other half of the district was in the other area code. And so that dude called the house collect. I ain't never seen, dude, I've never seen anybody readier to fight in my life than that dude was over that collect call. Thank you for making me feel old with y'all ain't have cell phones back then. Damn. No, in 1996, we did not have cell phones. We really are dealing with a generation of kids, like women that I would sleep with who don't know a life without cell phones. But that's the awkward thing about dating younger women, which is like becoming more of an issue as I approach my mid 30s. But like, you wind up with a lot of see back then, comma, and it makes them feel like real young. But what else am I supposed to do? Like, how can I explain this to you otherwise? Damn.